Connor, it's a beautiful day here at Florham Park for a little football.
Yep.
We actually got to see Aaron Rodgers back on the football field. Granted, it's only OTAs, so no pads, just a bunch, But he looked pretty good.
Oh, it looked like he never left, Jeane. He was 13 of 15 passing, 5 of 5 and 7-on-7 drills. You want to throw those out. Okay, fine. In team drills, he threw 3 touchdowns, including a beautiful one right down the seam to Xavier Gibson, beat the corner, and then Rodgers' pass arrived right before the closing safety. Tony Adams could have made another really nice touchdown to Garrett Wilson in the red zone. The one to Alan Lazard, that was easy, just a simple slant, which Lazard caught at the 2 and then trotted on in. But still, this was the quarterback that reminded me of what it was like to see a future Hall of Fame quarterback practice. You kind of forget after several months of Zach Wilson playing, but this guy, he is unbelievable. The fact that he's 40 years old, the fact he's coming off the Achilles injury, and he's still performing like this, albeit in no pads, it was wildly impressive. It was surgical, and more than anything else, aside what his arm can do, what Rodgers said to us when he spoke to us, that he knows he can still throw with the best of them. It was the way that he was moving within the pocket, reactionary, not thinking about that surgically repaired Achilles tendon. It was something to say.
No, he's just finishing up his rehab, but no restrictions going into OTAs. Let's talk, though, about the pressure he feels on his shoulders, because like you said, he's a 40-year-old quarterback coming off an injury with a whole lot of pressure, because this team, it's playoffs, almost Super Bowl or bust, right?
And Rodgers admitted that if he doesn't play well, if he doesn't do what he knows he can do, this is likely a situation where not only is he gone, but the head coach is gone and the general manager is gone. That's a lot of weight to have on one person. But Rodgers said he embraces it, he relishes in it, and now it's time to see if the Jets can start winning football games, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. They got to win.
And a key factor is who's going to protect Aaron Rodgers,
yeah.
That O-line. You got to get them together.
Yeah, and consistency, because if you talk to any coach around the NFL, any coach that oversees a good offensive line, they all say the same thing: consistency, having that group together and working together from day one to the very end of the season when they walk off the field together. You have to have those collective 5 building chemistry, because in the NFL, talent runs supreme. We know that. But when it comes to the offensive line, if you have 5 working as one, it can mask so many weaknesses. The Jets need that. Good news, they had Tyron Smith, the player they signed away from the Dallas Cowboys, on the field. Bad news, John Simpson, he was not there. Elijah Vera Tucker, he was not there. Morgan Moses, he was not there. Those 3 guys
working out.
Yeah, they're still rehabbing
practice,
and working their way back from injuries. It's important and imperative that they get all of those guys on the field together, because the one thing the Jets have not done in recent years is had all of those players practice together. They need to get that going so that they have that wall in front of Aaron Rodgers, so he can start picking on some of those receivers that he has, or picking on defenses with the receivers he has, like Malachi Corley, Garrett Wilson, Alan Lazard, who caught the touchdown as well, Xavier Gibson, and Jason Brownlee. And Mike Williams, don't forget.
And they got to do it early. I mean, OTAs, this is important just to get early on, get that those reps in.
Absolutely.
Now, you might be OTAs, but you're in like mid-season form with a little pocket.
Yeah, a little dinosaur pocket square. I like it.
For Connor Hughes, I'm Jeane Coakley.